Hey guys, it's Walking Trails with Michelle, and I am finally doing my gear video. So the first thing we're going to start with is my pack. It's the Gregory Maven 55 liter. It took me a while to figure out something that would fit my body right. I have an extra small torso, so everything that I was trying on just felt weird. So I feel like this pack is going to support me in all the right places. So I guess I'll start with what I'm going to be using to be filtering my water. I have a smart water bottle, a platypus 2-liter bag with a string attached, and a Sawyer Mini. I also found this fun little thing at Home Depot. It's a little plug that, because I hear people have leaking issues in their packs, so I found this little guy to go in there like that. Next thing I have to show you. Next thing I have to show you is my watery.
No! Don't get me. Hold up. Hold up. I've been in my room all freaking day. Oh, I'll just figure what I can get. I'm gonna leave.
You're fine. You're good.
Look at your setup. You should like record my book.
So basically what you do with this setup is you take the caps off, and you're gonna take your platypus bag, twist it on there and make sure it's tight or it will leak. And then you take this part and you pop it through the top like that. So with this, you have turned it into a hands-free setup, and it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to filter your water. My next piece of gear are my trekking poles. These are black diamond with a cork handle. The next item that I have attached to my trekking pole is the stick pick, and I just got this a couple weeks ago and I used it in my last video. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so now that I have everything in my pack unloaded, because it was just too crazy trying to yank everything out and show you, I will start with my electronics. So I have two chargers equaling up to 1500 mega amps. This might be overkill. I don't know. If I'm out on the trail and it turns out to be too much, then I'll just get rid of one. But if I were to just get one like 20,000 mega amp charger, then the weight would be more than just the two of these together. So I'm just sticking with these two for now. I have two charging cords for those two batteries and a little plug. My phone charger. I have my headlamp that I got for pretty cheap off Amazon. It does have a white light and a red light. I also have a backup battery for the headlamp. And I don't have my earphones in this, and I'm also not planning on bringing this with me. This is just to remind me to bring my earphones, because the ones that I am bringing I use daily, so they're not in there right now. Another thing that I forgot to include was my earplugs, because I'm still deciding on what kind of earplugs I want to get. The next thing I have are my toiletries. So I have a little mini hairbrush and mirror, some dried out baby wipes, some toilet paper. Still trying to figure out how much I need to bring. Maybe you guys can help me out with that. I don't know. And I also know that you're supposed to take out a little cardboard piece, which I haven't done yet because I'm just not worried about that yet. I also have a little deodorant stick. I hear a lot of people say that it doesn't help, but I still feel like I'm gonna want it at night. I don't know. I'll get rid of it. It's not a big deal. I also have some Q-tips, and on the other side, it's the replacement patch for my sleeping pad. Dr. Bronner soap. I also have an empty water bottle that I plan to use to make my own natural bug spray with essential oils and stuff. I have a little tube of toothpaste, some Body Glide, some Icy Hot. This stuff got me through high school, playing sports, playing softball and tennis. I love it. I know a lot of people can't stand the smell, but it always helps relieve me of my aches and pains. I also have some backup water tablets just in case my mini Sawyer fails on me. A little toothbrush. I have a little tick remover. It's this little guy right here. I also have a little notebook and pen. I like to write things down a lot, thoughts, ideas, stuff like that. I also have my first aid kit. It's got just some band-aids, some blister tape, and some alcohol wipes. The only thing I need to add is some Neosporin. The hummingbird. Thank you. I also have this little pocket utility Swiss Army knife. It's pretty cool. It has like a toothpick, it has some tweezers, and just like little scissors and a little knife. As for my supplements, I have some vitamin C. I think these are a necessity, especially for me. I have a low immune system at times, and if I feel like a cold is coming on, I'll just like double up on my vitamin C dosage, and it always kicks the cold. Another necessity is ibuprofen. I have a lot of inflammation issues, and I know it seems like an excessive amount, but sadly enough, I do have to take a lot. I also have some Imodium, and I just took them out of the bottle and put them in a little baggie with usage directions, just in case I ever get, you know, a little stomach problem. And then I have some Tums and things. So these are just some little odds and end things that I have. A little hand sanitizer that's gonna go on the outside of my pack. A little whistle. A carabiner. I have another one. I think it's on my pack. Yeah, I didn't take it off, but I have two of these. And I have a ShamWow. I got this idea from Craig when he hiked a year ago. He said it's great at wicking some moisture in your tent and just any other, I mean, you could use the whole thing as a towel even. You don't have to carry a towel with you. So there's that. One extremely important item that I plan on using is a golf ball. In the past, when I've played any type of sport or done any type of activity for a long period of time, I always end up with some kind of foot problem. So that's just a guarantee for me on the trail, and I feel like the only thing that ever helps it is elevation, icing, and rolling it. I'm also going to be carrying some pepper spray on the pocket on the outside of my pack. And then I have this personal item. It was my aunt's that passed away. She loved nature, and she was always obsessed with trees and everything green, and anytime we'd go to the mountains, she would just gawk over the scenery. So I feel like by bringing this, it's carrying a little piece of her with me, and I'm hoping to leave it in a special place if I make it all the way on the trail. Another item is my pack rain cover. It came with the pack. And then I have my Z-seat, which seems to be what everyone has. You just use it if you're gonna be sitting on a rock or any wet surface. You can even put your gear on there at night. Or something that I think I'll definitely be using it as is a barrier between my legs when I'm sleeping to help my like hips and back alignment. So the last bit of items that I have here, you may have already seen in my sleep and tent setup video. If you haven't, go check that out because it actually shows it all set up and out of the bags. But for my sleeping pad, I have the Q-Core SLX. As I said in my other video, I love it because it just seems to keep me on the pad properly, and it's just softer and quieter than the Thermarest. For my sleeping pad, I have the Enlightened Equipment Revelation. It's the 20 degree down, and it's the short and wide version. And then for my tent, I have the 6 Moon Designs Lunar Solo LE. You can also see that in my video. It's all set up. One thing I did do was I did get it factory sealed. They said sometimes it can have leaking problems, and although you could do the sealing yourself at home, I didn't want to screw that up, so I had them do it for me. And then for my tent stakes, I have the, what are these? Groundhog aluminum. I got these at REI. I have 6 small stakes and 1 large, 1 backup, just in case I lose one, or I don't think I'll break it, but just in case I lose one. Last thing I forgot to mention is on the inside of my pack, I have a contractor bag, which I got the idea from Dixie as well, to keep any water out. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this gear video. I will eventually be posting my shoes, my clothing, my food, and my cook setup, but it just seemed like too much to add into one video, so I'll be saving that for the next one. Thank you for watching. Once again, thank you guys all for your support and your suggestions. I've truly been taking them to heart and applying them at home, so I'm open to any type of tip or suggestion you might have in this video as well. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye. I don't know why closing has to be so awkward for me. This is gonna be a shit show.